Hey guys, Brad Allen with Elite Duck Calls here. We're proud to have an association with War Eagle Boats. I've been using War Eagle Boats for many years now, and I'm a firm believer in their products. And today I'm glad to have with us Mike Ward, who is the owner of War Eagle Boats. Now, Mike, your family's not new to the boat business. How long you guys been doing this?
Well, as long as anybody, but since 1945 is when my grandfather started out in the boat business and evolved into the aluminum boat business. And that's kind of gone on through a few generations here, and we started War Eagle in 1992, which is the brand that we're kind of known for today.
Mike, I know you guys make boats for fishermen and sportsmen of all kinds, but when I think about War Eagle Boats, I always think about the boats that you make for the duck hunter. And you guys have made a lot of innovations and things specifically for that. So tell me a little bit about that.
Okay. You're right. We do build a multi-seasonal type boat for truly for sportsmen out there, but we lean on our duck hunting market, and because we are duck hunters, and we've tried to bring some innovations to the duck hunting market that many see now that may be commonplace that weren't prior to us doing that. Started off doing a number of the different camouflage pattern designs with the well-known camo companies out there. And that kind of evolved into specific accessories for the lab step for the dog, or the duck bill with the lights on it for the duck hunter. So what we try to do is develop common sense ideas that help the duck hunter get to and from his duck hole, and to do it safely.
Mike, you caught my attention with the word safety there. So what are some of the features of a boat, some of the safety aspects that you look at?
Well, as we look at the safety of a customer, especially a duck hunter, he's out there at nighttime and he's traveling across some water. He doesn't know what's underneath the water. Many of y'all that have bumped over a log or tripped over a stick in the woods, so you don't know necessarily what's under it. So we try to incorporate some safety features in our boat. One, by building the structure integrity of it with some heavier product in there that allows it to take a little bit of an impact if it has to, and flotation. We want to make sure that we start and we finish with not only the structural integrity of the boat, but we start and finish with the flotation aspect too. So we want everybody to come home safe after the hunt.
Sure.
And another features you'll see the War Eagle boats, we're allowing for the lighting, to make sure that he can see as he travels through, whether it be the marsh or the river or through the timber. Make sure he's going through there in a good, safe manner.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mike, I know over the years you've seen a lot of changes in the boat industry, and I know War Eagle's been a leader and an innovator with a lot of those changes. But what kind of changes have you seen just with duck hunting in general?
Well, there's a lot of things that we all have seen. We grew up hunting with our dads, and it seems like a lot of people are in a hurry and forget that part of the journey is the fun. So you'd like to see more people slow down and enjoy the day with the friends, and what time they get of enjoyment out there, seeing the ducks come in, and being able to work the ducks down. You and I were hunting the other day, and I was always amazed to watch you work those ducks and put them into the hole, and that's as much enjoyment to me as seeing skill level come out and how you're able to anticipate and work things. And so those are the things that you'd like people to really focus in on, the enjoyment of part of the journey, and that's some of the things that I see out there, the etiquette of trying to work with the other hunters out there and the young guys, and being able to understand that we need to go around somebody's decoys, or I think there's a lot of room for everybody, and everybody has a lot to offer. Mm-hmm. But there's probably some long lessons we learned along the way that you'd like to see some of them come back.
Sure. Now, you talked about etiquette, but if you got into just boating specifically for the young hunter out there, someone that's just getting into it, you got a young man, what kind of tips or what kind of insight can you give him about safety and etiquette with boating while you're duck hunting?
Yeah, that always kind of starts at the ramp, where everybody tries to, duck hunting's going to start at daylight, and everybody's getting to the ramp early, and so a lot of times it can be a lot of confusion around there. And so the best thing that I'd say is either the night before or before you get to the ramp, making sure that you've got all of your stuff ready to go. So when you get to the ramp, you don't spend as much time occupying that and giving somebody else the opportunity
Sure.
to get in there and rotate with each other, working, letting somebody ahead of you or as you get there. But when you got all your gear ready, to make sure you got your life jackets, make sure you got kill switch on your boat, all the accessories that you needed loaded in there, and when you put the boat in, your lights work and everything. And those are some of the things that I think getting prepared to hunt and being ready when the time comes have a tremendous benefit for the new hunters getting into the game.
Sure. Mike, we had the opportunity today to come tour your facility, go through the plant, and it was just an amazing experience to see all the options that you have, different boat sizes, and all the different the different options that a person can put on their boat. Different paint schemes, things like that. So, how would a hunter go about getting a boat from you guys and getting all the aspects of the boat incorporated to what he wanted?
Well, you're right. We do have a lot of options that we install on our boats, but before we go into all that, what I would like to say is, at first we want to make sure the boat's got the good structural integrity, and then we go to the flotation to make sure it's got adequate flotation in the boat for the customer. Then we're able to go take a look at the boat and say, okay, what's your needs? How are you going to use it? How many people do you normally go with? And we try to size them up with what size boats that they need. And then we're able to mix and match a lot of different options that we have, as long as we keep the flotation, requirements where they need to be. And so we invite customers to anybody thinking about a War Eagle boat to come to the factory. We'll be glad to show them through, show them what we do, how we build it, why we build it, like we looked at some stuff today. And then we'll go through the features and motors and different things that they may be pairing it up with to make sure. So by the time they leave there, we typically understand what it is they want, what features, options, and they'll know what we can do and what we can't do. And then we'll pair them up with a dealer in their region or area that will help take care of them. So that they're more informed when they walk in the door and say, this is the product that I'm looking for. And we'll help facilitate that.
Sure. As we toured your facility today, we met a lot of really nice people that work at War Eagle. But there was one guy that really stood out to me, a gentleman named Mr. Wayman Cox, and I understand he's been with you guys for a while. So tell me a little bit about him.
Well, Mr. Wayman he's a crown jewel back there. He came to work with us when he was already on retirement at 67 years old. Now, he's been with us for over 20 years at War Eagle here, welding product out there.
Wow.
And he worked for my grandfather and my father also in the boat business in his earlier days. But he comes and goes as he pleases. He's a great heli arc welder, and just a joy to be around him and see somebody that's got to get up and go. But we've got a lot of people that's been with us for over 20 years, and that's how you get quality in a product, is having some of the same people really put touch their hands on the product and work it with experienced knowledge.
You bet. Mike, we had a great time today touring your facility, and as a duck hunter, that was really, really cool to get to go in there and see how all these duck boats are put together. Thank you so much for letting us look around and for taking the time to visit with us today.
Well, you're always welcome, and anytime you want to come down to the plant and look around, and I'm sure we'll find something that'll fit your needs out there. And once again, I enjoy going out in the woods with you and seeing you work those ducks also. So look forward to it.
Let's do it again.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Mike.